So let me get this straight. It's pin the tail on the donkey, and then thread the needle, upload the needle in the haystack, gigabyte the apple, download the update, tweet, retweet, and repeat, get a virus, go viral, and get liked anyway. But watch my back since I'm being followed, and link me in and beam me up. Anyway, so my CPA was a real stickler for what I could deduct or not as an entertainer. I wanted to deduct everything I spent at Victoria's Secret, everything I spent on clothes, and he said, well, don't you wear that stuff outside your work? No. I wanted to tell him, look, honey, all the world is a strip club, or except the lighting's not always that complimentary. That's why boob jobs are not deductible anymore. I think maybe they were at some point, but they figured, hey, sister, you're using those things for both, personal and professional use functions. Yeah, you don't live at the strip club. No. So it seems like, they would at least let you deduct like 50% of the cost. You'd have the professional boob and then the personal one, kind of like half, like this one's for this and that. Yeah. Anyway. Okay, so I'm a narcissist. Get over it, all right? Nobody's perfect. Actually, a long time ago, somebody told me that. Nobody's perfect. And I just said, speak for yourself, okay? Yeah. But it is a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure being so close to perfect. Because people look even harder for flaws. There's got to be something wrong with her. What's wrong with her? Ah! She's something, Oh, okay, anyway. So, I took it down a notch or two. It was easier in my older age. Okay, well, my neck is not perfect anymore. Oh, well, I can fix it. Oh, no. I gotta fix it. I'm gonna fix it. Anyway, I just got to feeling guilty about making other people feel so guilty, making other people feel so bad about themselves. I finally just realized that that's the reason that women point out their flaws. It's to save others the work of looking for them. We just kind of run interference on that. Cut it off at the pass there. Yeah. So here's the thing. I have been spending a lot of time and energy trying to leap over the brick wall in my backyard and shatter the glass ceiling in my living room, which is why at the end of the day, my head is gushing blood and I have bruises in places I cannot talk about. Okay. Yeah. So I'm taking a break, okay? I just need to spend a lot of time lying on my yoga mat, gazing up at my reflection in the glass ceiling. Or is it the debt ceiling? I don't know. I actually did break through that one a couple of times. Didn't even hurt. No. Speaking of reflections, did you ever happen to mention to your best friend that you're thinking of getting a certain procedure done? And she says, oh, you don't need that? Yeah, so polite. Well, she's really thinking, thank God the hag is finally going to fix herself. Yeah, she doesn't say, oh yeah, definitely time for that. And while you're at it, you might as well get yourself a peel, some Botox, fill in those lines, and lose the turkey neck. And we just don't have the time to go any further than that. Or the money. Yeah. Because how am I supposed to get sex if I'm getting older? And for some reason, sex is becoming even more important to me as I get older. Not less. When am I ever going to have sex again? I don't know. Is that it? Is that the sum total of my sexual interludes for life? Yeah, because I am older, I trust men even less. I know too much and it isn't pretty, but I still have to be. Yeah, as it turns out, pretty is not enough. No! You must also be able to leap over brick walls and shatter glass ceilings. And of course survive cancer 3 times. Anyway, but men are just men. I just don't know why I keep expecting them to be better than that somehow. But they just, honestly, they cannot help being what they are. It's not their fault. It's not their fault that they were doused in testosterone in the womb. It's time I gave up hating testosterone, because that's really all I'm doing by hating men. I'm hating a hormone. Yeah. Speaking of hormones, I will admit that I am officially postmenopausal. I knew it. I figured maybe it won't be so hard on me knowing that. It is kind of a disability. I am hormonally challenged. Yeah, and that can be kind of an excuse for this act being all about me, because there's only so long I can pretend to be interested in others. Ugh, let's face it, others are boring. They just are, okay? Forget the YouTube, it's the MeTube, okay? For every me out there who thinks their cat will maintain their online notoriety amongst the cyber community. And did the me generation ever really end? Didn't it just morph into iPods, iPhones, iMacs, and I, speaking of which, was born right on the cusp of Generation X and baby boomers. 1965, see? So, kind of straddling the generations there. So, while I was heavily influenced by the baby boomers, I am not officially, demographically speaking, a baby boomer. See, that's why I'm standing up here and yapping. Oh, I'm sitting here yapping at all of you. Yet I have never smoked pot. I just get high on the sound of my own voice.